Hi there. Yeah, I was just working on one of my trees, and I noticed you, and then I noticed this. This is this is one of my mirror tree cuttings. And cool thing about these is you can take a cutting from this, and it will plant that year, 2, 10, 20 years later, and it will grow. They are very slow growers, but I'll show you one I did this is actually one I found in the wild. This is where I get all my cuttings, and I'll show you the one right here. It's a hefty one. Too close, eh? Well, I don't know what to tell you. No room. Anyway, look, you do have to feed them right, but if you give them the right amount of concrete and metal, and just leave them alone, you can't look at them too much, because if you look, they won't grow when you look at them. So if you're enjoying, it's kind of a tough, because I know it's not growing right now, it can't. But I tell you what it will do, it'll try to stab me in the eye. I don't know if you can see these spikes, but these are very dangerous trees, and that's why they grow into skyscrapers. You can kind of imagine, obviously, the foliage is circular, but then I'll show you some of the skyscraper pieces. But beware, you're going to be looking back at yourself, so that's going to be awkward. But yeah, this is one of the skyscraper pieces. They come just like this, all the bark. So this is the bark of a much larger tree. You can see that in the. Oh, I'll move that. It's heavy. All right, so you see that? That's the bark from one of the real big trees. It takes a long time. Again, you know, I can't stress that enough. People are gonna say, "Oh, well, I planted it, and it didn't grow at all that year." Well, were you thinking about it? Because these trees know when you're thinking about them. Okay? They got metal. This little antenna digs into your psyche. So don't think about them. Don't look at them. And I mean, if you want big growth, you're going to want to plant them out in the forest where no one's going to look at it, and and leave it for about oh, I don't know, 100, 200 years, and you're going to have a big old skyscraper. People don't believe me, and I say, okay, well, where do you think skyscrapers come from? It's simple math. I'm getting on. Here's a rock, right? Right, that's a rock. And you know, grind that up. What do you get? Gravel. You know, so everything's made of stuff, and skyscrapers form from mirror trees. And the fact that no one's talking about this is really it's sad and exciting, and that's the way things are, I guess. Room for growth.